Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether your day is in the morning, it's in the afternoon, or if it's in the evening. Today I wanted to talk about more of my favorite USA made knives, and we'll look at five more of what I would consider, as I adjust this screen, my top five USA made knives, in addition to the five I posted earlier. So, starting in no particular order, and when I talk about these knives, guys, these are favorites to me. They're how they make me feel in the configuration that I have them set up in. And I'm a squirrely bird, so I don't expect these to be everybody else's favorites. But starting out with this one in no particular order is the Spyderco Manix 2. I've always been a fan of the Manix 2, but it took me a long time to actually pull the trigger on one. I pulled the trigger on the Knife Center exclusive that was black G10 with the Crewwear blade. And then I discovered these rock scale designs, linerless titanium scales in the, I want to say this is the creature pattern. But these scales, guys, are absolutely fantastic. They're just textured enough to give you good grip. The jimping from the liners, since you're able to lose the liners with this particular scale set, they're gone, so it makes the knife really carry like a dream. I did put a titanium lock release in there, and it's just now what I consider a fantastic knife. I've never been a huge fan of coated blades before, but Spyderco really does it well. I've become a little bit more tolerant to coated blades. I love the leaf-shaped design on this knife. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a smaller Shaman. So when I look at this knife and I choke up on it, I've got full control of the blade. This knife is great for utility cuts, whether you're doing pull cuts, push cuts. It's just an ergonomically fine example of a knife. I put a MX Gear deep carry clip on this particular one, and I'm stoked. Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. Number 5 of 5 more cool USA made knives goes to the Manix 2. And again, no particular order. Number 4 from one of my favorite makers, the folks over at TRM, Three Rivers Manufacturing. This is the Neutron. TRM Atom Neutron is a fantastic knife. In my other top 5, my number 1 top 5 USA made knives, the TRM Atom placed up there pretty highly, and the Neutron is its little brother. It shares the same ergonomics and design characteristics, making it just a very comfortable, thin, slicey urban EDC knife that is just to die for. It's got a 3-inch blade as opposed to a 3.5-inch blade, so it's a little bit smaller. I think it's a little bit more friendly in the pocket. It offers you the same opportunities to switch out scales, and one of the things that I'm really looking forward to on this knife is adding some titanium scales to it like I did on my Atom. But number 2 and 5 more super cool USA made knives goes to TRM and the TRM Neutron 2. Moving on from there, we come to another favorite of mine, which is the Hinderer Eclipse. This is the Flipperless version of the Hinderer Eclipse. I recently kind of came to Hinderer late in the game in the last 2 years, and I've really become, for lack of a better term, Hinderer fanboy. I have several of their models. I love every one of them for different reasons, and I'm sure as I progress through my USA favorites, you'll see more Hinderers. The XM18 was on my top 5, but the Hinderer Eclipse, since it's coming to my collection, the Flipperless Eclipse, I want to say, guys, if this is not number 2, this is my number 1 favorite Hinderer. It's got a fantastic blade, fantastic action. It doesn't have the flipper, so it affords you just a great grip. Just really, really fine. 20 CV. I added a tie scale to it. I can middle finger flick it. I can regular thumb flick it, and the detent is not going to allow you to fail it. Again, perfect grip because it doesn't have that flipper. Not that I have anything against the flipper. It's just something that I found to be unique, and I'm really glad I got it. And number 3 on our top 5 more cool USA made knives is the Hinderer Eclipse in stonewashed bronze. Moving on from there, we go to one of my top favorite makers and one of my favorite human beings, Doug Ritter. This is the Ritter Hogue RSK, Ritter Survival Knife, MK2, if I'm not mistaken. And I probably just butchered that name, guys, but what it'll be is it'll be in the description. But it's what's known as Doug Ritter's Hogue. It's the RSK, Ritter Survival Knife. It's only available at KnifeWorks, knifeworks.com. They are the exclusive dealer for Ritter Hogue. If you like the Spyderco, if you like the Benchmade Griptilian, you will absolutely love the Hogue Ritter RSK. This knife is, as you might know, Doug Ritter worked with Benchmade, was integral in designing the Griptilian. This knife takes it to the next level. You get sculptured or a little bit of a textured G10 there. You get a deep carry clip that I love, these Ritter clips. You get 20 CV blade stock. You get a super sharp, slicey edge. And I think you just get a beefier look, beefier springs, a beefier axis style lock. I like thumb studs better. And I'm a Benchmade fan. I love the Benchmade, taking nothing away from the Griptilian. But for me, the Hogues, I've got several in my collection, both mini and full size. But the RSK is just a bad win. And the full size is one of my top 5, another one of my 5 super cool USA made knives that I'm in love with. So thanks, Doug Ritter. KnifeRights.org needs our help. Knives Live coming up. Going to be our 24-hour live stream. The sole purpose is to bring people together to chat, to learn about all the great work that Knife Rights does for all of us knife owners, to roll back archaic knife laws and to raise hopefully a lot of money for Knife Rights. Knife Rights needs the help. It's just a few people that are out there. Today they mobilized to go to New Jersey when there's a law coming up that's not going to be in the better interest of knife owners. Doug and his team of just a couple, they mobilize, they jump on a plane, and they go lobby and fight for our rights. So support Doug, support Knife Rights, and grab yourself a Ritter Hogue from KnifeWorks. Finally, the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and primarily the Wharncliffe version. I'm a Wharncliffe fan. I'm a Spyderco Paramilitary 2 fan. This particular knife and this particular configuration bring me personally great joy. Again, this is in no particular order, but this is the Cutlery Shop exclusive in CTS XHP. I love that blade steel. I also have it on my Shaman. I have it on a couple of Spartan field grade knives. By having it on this knife, Spyderco does it great, and having it in a Wharncliffe just really stokes me. I also went ahead and with the success that I had found in the rock scale designs that I got for my Manix 2, I picked up these rock scale designs in a different pattern in a raw titanium to finish out this Spyderco Paramilitary 2 in a Wharncliffe. And the reason I took pause there is I paused because this knife is not quite finished out yet. I am going to have to add a Lynch deep carry clip and I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to stick with and order that in a polished, or if I'm going to do a hardware swap and then get the clip to match. That's why it's kept the regular Spyderco clip. And I'll be honest, guys, I don't mind the regular Spyderco clip. I've changed every one out that I've gotten before without even really carrying it, but I've carried this knife quite a bit, and you can see how it compares to a PM2 with that deep carry clip. To be honest with you guys, it feels a little bit better in hand, and I don't mind having a little bit of my knife sticking up. So anyway, that is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, which I love really in all configurations, but the Wharncliffe is by far my favorite. So we'll leave it at that. And those are Golden, Colorado, USA, planet Earth. Again, some of my top fantastic USA made knives. Guys, I always appreciate it when you stop by my channel. I appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate if you interact with the video, give it a thumbs up, or if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Feel free to comment, tell me what you like, what sucks, what you'd like to see me do different, what you're interested in. I'll try to accommodate you. But most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Continue to look out for each other, guys. Move forward with love in your heart. Stay away from hate. And if you disagree with someone, it's okay to debate. Peace, people. I love you all. Bye-bye.